Greetings, YouTube. The Doctor is in. Dr. Urias Papers here, coming at you with another commentary on Marvel Contest of Champions. And we are going to rank up our newest rank 3 today because I've got enough of everything to do it. Our newest rank 3 is going to be Venom. I have Angela right now is my only rank 3 Cosmic. My rank 2s right now are Silver Surfer and Venom. There they are, rank 3, and I've only got 3 total here. So we're going to go ahead and do Venom today. Couple reasons for this. He's very fast. He's very awesome. He does a lot of bleed damage. He's got a lot of utility. He's not recoil mastery friendly, but he does get quite a few other benefits, which we're going to talk about. So let's go ahead and upgrade him. I have 5 tier 4 alphas right now. I almost have 6. And I've got tons of other rank up materials too. So we're going to go ahead and do this. Here we go. And he is rank 3. And we're going to go ahead and get him to level 45. He is a low PI champion. A very low PI champion. So I'm guessing he will not get to 30,000, maybe 29,000, maybe 30,000. We'll have to see. So let's get our Cosmic ISO here. All right, he is. Oh nope, I was wrong. He is going to get to probably 31,000. Okay, I was wrong about that. I was totally wrong about it. Let's see where he gets to. 32. Okay, definitely 32. He's still low PI. Okay, we've got him ranked up. Let's go ahead and fill our ISO banks back up. Let's claim that, and we're gonna fill our ISO bank back up. So we'll go ahead and click off of this, and we'll claim max. All right, let's take a look at him before we go in and test him out against Winter Soldier. So let's take a look at Aunt May here. Here's Aunt May, and here's Venom here. He hasn't really changed. He's been around since 2015. He's one of the original OGs of the game. Not 2014, but he's from kind of the new folks that came out in 2015. He is pretty beefy, so we've got him at a rank 3. And what is the PI I've got him at? I think he's only like a 20 maybe. Where is he here? He is at he's a 40. So let's get him at sig level 40. Okay, so he's got 88,000 health and an attack rating of 6,200, which is really good. And the other one that I like to look at is his crit rate, which is 14%, which is not great, but he does have a 200% crit damage. So when he crits, he does a lot. He's got genetic memory, so he's got this Clintar mutation buff that refreshes every 9 seconds. When this effect activates, you get a random genetic memory buff is gained from the list below. If Venom becomes incinerated, the mutation buff is nullified. Max memory buffs are 7, so every 9 seconds he gets one of these, and he can get up to 7 of them, and they're random. And the ones that you really want are Fury and Precision. I would say those two are the most. This Clintar buff mutation provides a bonus to attack and gains additional properties based on the opponent. So if we're going against heroes, we get a bump to the bleed accuracy. If we're going against Spider-Verse heroes, all attacks ignore passive evades. And tech champs, power burn and power drain immunity. So he's one of these few guys that has this. So again, this is the utility part of him right here. Heavy attacks cause an armor break for 11 seconds. It's a great one. Landing this attack causes Venom to randomize his most recent genetic memory buff. So he changes. Crit hits lacerate the opponent with an 80% chance to inflict a bleed that does 4,681 damage over 4.5 seconds. But if he's going against hero champs, that goes up to 95%. When your opponent goes below 18%, he gets a True Strike and unblockable specials. So no phasing or any of that. On a special 1, He has a 55% chance to steal a buff. This is one of the few champs that will turn off glancing, because glancing is a buff and he can steal it. So if you're going up against your Circes and your Maestros, he is going to be super effective against both of them, but it's got to be a special one. Feed it to the symbiote, nullify the buff, triggering a genetic memory buff, and healing Venom for X amount of health. That's a little tiny bit. It's not even quite 10%. It's maybe about 5%. Then he's got his special 2, converting all genetic memory buffs into fury buffs, each increasing attack by 1373 for 12 seconds. So I would say that you don't want to use this until you've got quite a few of these genetic memories. And then his special attack 3, an ambush attack, grants Venom a plus 5% damage during this attack for each Venom buff he has. Again, you don't get extra Venom buffs unless time has gone by. Now, with his awakened ability, which is aggressive symbiosis, rapid evolutionary changes to the symbiote grant Venom an additional genetic memory buff at the start of the fight, as well as a 42% chance to gain a third buff to start the fight. So he starts with 2, and by the time you get to your special attack 2, he'll have 3. So that will go way up, or you'll have 3 or 4 when you go here. And then he gets Venom's genetic memory buffs, also gain an 8% potency. Again, this goes way up. We're right now down here at the 8%. And this goes all the way up to 20% and all the way up to, what is it, 100%. So 100%. So you do kind of want him. This is not necessary, but it does help quite a bit. So it's not necessary for him to be awakened, but if you're going to have him awakened, you want to have him as max sig as you can. All right, so for his synergies, do not stack with duplicate synergies. All symbiote champs get a bonus to attack and health. +1 maximum genetic buff cap, so this goes from 7 to 8. That's okay, because it's hard to get to this anyway. Enemies, crit rating, you want to hit that crit rating. His crit rating is pretty low, so you want to get crit rating so you can get these bleeds. Family, health, that's okay. Nemesis is an attack rating, that's pretty good. Rivals, crit damage rating. Its crit rating is more important. Teammates, perfect chance, perfect block. Symbiote, so synergy champs get a bump to health and attack rating. Venom with anti-venom regenerates 15% of max health when knocking out Spider-Verse champs. That's pretty rare. That doesn't happen very much. Dark Avengers, perfect block chance. Dark Justice, 30% power rate gain against villains and a 10% crit rating against heroes. This is probably pretty important with Darkhawk. Dress for a Funeral, gain 25% power per unique buff over 5 seconds whenever Venom gains an agent. This is massive. So I'm going to go ahead and build this team right now while we're talking about this. And the champs that I am putting on here obviously are going to be Venom. He's the big one. So let's put our Venom on the team. And you can't see what I'm doing right now. We are going to put on Scorpion. And we are going to, I think Darkhawk is a tech. I believe he is a tech. There he is right there, Darkhawk. So we're going to bring Darkhawk in. So we're going to get that 30% power rate against villains or 10% crit rate against heroes. We're going to get the 25 power per unique buff over 5 seconds whenever we gain a genetic memory buff. Family Feud, reduce the duration of Venom's Clintar buff by 30%. Why would you want to do that? I don't think we want to. That's not really a thing, is it? Reduce the duration of Venom's Clintar buff by 30%. Venom's Clintar buff provides and gains additional properties based off of. That doesn't make any sense. But, okay, reduce the duration. Okay. Family is just health. Friends is armor rating. Hive Mind, plus 40% aberration buff charge at the start of fight. only affects this champion. Gwenpool only affects this champion. Healing Touch. Whenever a genetic memory buff is gained, Venom has a 20% chance to trigger a regeneration buff. So I kind of want that, so we're going to go ahead and bring him in. Because I want to see those happen here. So that's going to be Mr. Negative. There he is right there. Okay. He has a ton of synergies. Each hit of the special attack one gains an additional 10% chance to steal a buff. That sometimes doesn't happen. Lethal Protectors. Crit rating, I may bring him in. Nemesis, his attack. Shared genetic memory. Venom and Carnage gain +1 to their maximum number of genetic memory or hypermutation buffs. Symbiosis. Increased duration of bleed debuffs by 20%. That's pretty good. We may bring him in on a heavy gain an aptitude buff, increasing the... Yes, we want... I think we're going to bring in our guy right there, 2099. Teammates. Vessels of Darkness. That only affects him. And Viv Vision. So I think we're going to bring in Spider-Man 2099 on this one as well. Where is he at? There he is, right there. Okay. And here is our team right here that we are going to have. Venom ends up being a 34,000 with this team. So we are going to get the, we're going to get the 4% to attack and health. We're going to get the 25, gain 25 power per unique buff over 5 seconds whenever we gain a genetic memory. We are going to get 30% power rate against villains and 10% against crit rate. We are going to get this regen whenever genetic memory buff is gained, a chance to get a gen, and then we're going to get this on a heavy attack, gain an aptitude buff, increasing the effects of fury, armor, and precision buffs by 50% for 10 seconds. This effect has a 10% cooldown. Okay, so here we go. And we will be using this rank 3 Venom, and we want to see how fast we're going to be able to take this guy out with Venom. And we have a Venom Battlecast Relic on, too, which also works very well with him. Pretty much only works with him. Very few that it doesn't work with. Look at all that. Boom. 28,000. And here we go. All right, this is going to do lots of damage. Oh, we got hit. How did we get hit? We got a ton of fury. Nice. And we got that going. And okay, very quick. That was very fast. How fast was that? 41 seconds, 45 hits. That's all it took. 41 seconds, 45 hits. That is very awesome. And I saw all those buffs that we got. All right, let's take him up against Captain Marvel, and let's see if we can get him to regenerate a little bit with this Mr. Negative thing. He already started with a regen buff, so we're going to do that. Boom, boom. And look at his power. Oh, nasty. Okay. Boom. His power. Look at his power go. I knew that was going to happen. And his power is just ramping up. All right, how fast was that? 39 seconds, 39 hits. We got one other place I want to check him out with, and that's going to be this Act 6. So, book select, book 1, And it's going to be in here against this Deadpool, who's got a new look for the movie, of course. We're going to take him up against this Deadpool. This will be wicked fast. Look at that. Nice. Look at the power. The power is just ramping up. Nice. Just destroyed him. And we got a True Strike in there, too. I mean, the power is just ramping up on him with these synergies. Just amazing. And he is just loading out the damage. Look at that, the power gain that he's got. The power gain, and then I just got another power gain there. And we didn't take him out, and he hit us. But we did get, oh, and then he's just gone. Look at that. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. All right. Well, he is pretty awesome, and I'm very happy that I ranked him up. I think he's going to be good for just general play. I think he's going to be great because he always is great for Battlegrounds and a few other things. All right, that is the video I got for everybody today. I appreciate everybody tuning in, and I will catch everybody later.